Thanks, Tyler, and thank you for tuning in to the Amherst Weekly Report. Hello and welcome to the Amherst Weekly Report from Amherst Media. I'm Nora Tafuri. On Tuesday, April 25th at 2 p.m., UMass Amherst celebrated the installation of a 12-foot segment of the Berlin Wall painted by famed French artist Thierry Noir. He undertook the dangerous task of painting 6 kilometers of the wall over the course of 5 years, reflecting the pain and sadness of the border onto its surface. The segment can be found standing within a glass case next to Herder Hall, home to the History and German and Scandinavian Studies academic departments and the DEFA Film Library. I went to the installation ceremony, and this is what I found.
Thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion as we celebrate the installation of artist Thierry Noir's The Power of Creativity Over Concrete.
We were given a gift of an actual section of the Berlin Wall with art on it, and this gift was just today unveiled. I think that as a 160-year-old university, we respect history, we try to preserve and propagate the knowledge of the history.
It's like really amazing just to have a piece of history on campus, and just after learning so much about it, not only through my own history classes and German classes, but it really is amazing just to see a piece of history on campus.
The Berlin Wall has, for the time of its existence, been a symbol of oppression. When the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, it was the result of brave Germans taking to the streets and demanding their right to freedom and to making it known. And today Germany is a vibrant democratic country at the heart of Europe. So I think it is a very strong reminder of the importance of freedom, the importance of democratic rights, and the importance of people speaking up.
Well, my wife's late husband had purchased a piece of the Berlin Wall really for his business. He was developing a product called the Berlin Wall. His idea was that after he was done using it as a promotional product, that he wanted to go to a university so that students would get a broader understanding of global history and in fact what the Berlin Wall meant in terms of dividing the people of East and West Germany. He passed away 5 years ago, and it became necessary to find a home for the Berlin Wall, and UMass Amherst was the perfect choice.
I heard very soon about the installation of the wall, and I was very curious to see what it was going to look like. I actually thought it was going to be just a piece, like a little rock, a piece of the wall, but it's actually a whole section. I saw the base of the construction, and I had to come see the unveiling. It feels amazing. It feels very rewarding to have a piece of history here on campus, right next to where I live. I live 5-minute walk from here. Pass by this area of campus every single day, and being able to look at it every day and remember such a big part of history is absolutely amazing.
I think that it's actually a reflection of how our own campus community has often used space to really assert perspectives, really challenge power, and really shape the campus for better.
There is a German film festival that's currently underway. There is one that's going to be screened tomorrow, I believe. And then there's a student art exhibit going on at the Fine Arts Gallery. So, yeah, a lot of good things going on. There's always been a revolutionary spirit at the university, and I think this is sort of in line with both recognizing and encouraging active involvement.
I will tell you, after attending today's ceremony, I'm even more convinced that there isn't a better place anywhere in the United States for this piece of the Berlin Wall to be than right here at UMass Amherst.
Moving on to Mount Holyoke athletics, the Mount Holyoke tennis team defeated Emerson College 9-0 in an in-conference matchup on Saturday, April 22nd. The Lions will now advance to the first round of the NEW MAC Championship, where they will face off against the third seed Wellesley College. Let's hear from AWR sports anchor Emily Taranelli, who covered the match in the field.
Hi, I'm Emily Taranelli, reporting to you from the Mount Holyoke tennis courts, where Mount Holyoke College just demolished Emerson College's tennis team by winning the majority of their matches.
It was quite windy, and it was also our senior day, so we had a lot of things to contend with and deal with, but I think everyone played really well, and it was great we managed to get the win at the end. There was like a few matches where we played very competitively, like our college match in Springfield. It didn't go our way, but I think everyone played really well, and you could feel everyone fighting on the court, so those were definitely highlights for me.
I think making it to the championships is also a big highlight.
We qualify for the NUMAC Championship coming up next week. Very hard-working group, and we did excellent, so I'm very proud of them. The goal of our season was to qualify, so we achieved that goal. We need to play a very tough match. It sounds like Wellesley will be the number 3 seed. We're going to be 6th seed, so it's an uphill battle, but we're ready for them.
We've got a kind of difficult match first, not impossible, but a little bit difficult. I think we're just going to really focus on our doubles play, focus on singles, and have a good practice Monday, rest over the weekend, get some sleep.
And then my last question for you, being a senior, what's, I guess, going through your head? Like, I assume this is sort of the end of your tennis career.
I'm hoping it's not the end, but I'm obviously sad that I won't be playing here anymore. And yeah, I'm hoping to continue playing the sport throughout, so we'll see.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily Taranelli, Amherst Media, South Hadley.
Now on to UMass athletics. UMass women's lacrosse has continued its reign of terror over the A10 conference, taking down St. Joseph's 15-12 for their 13th consecutive victory. This win ensures that the team gets a share of their 12th consecutive A10 regular season championship, the 15th in program history. Graduate student Amy Moreau was a star in the contest with a career-high 5 goals, though there was more than enough scoring to go around in this back-and-forth affair. Senior Hannah Heller made a stand for the defensive front as well, causing a team-high 3 turnovers en route to nabbing her second A10 Defensive Player of the Week award. Though the win wasn't as comfortable as Minute Women Lacrosse may be used to, it surely must have felt sweet to take down the team that beat them in the A10 championship game last season. Their next matchup will be at home against George Mason Saturday, April 29th at noon, with Senior Day festivities taking place thereafter. Moving on to Minutemen Lacrosse, the Gorillas were unfortunately faced with the other side of a nail-biter against St. Joseph's, falling 11-10 after being held scoreless in the fourth quarter. The game wasn't all bad for UMass, though, as 8 players combined for the team's 10 goals, including senior Mike Tobin, who built upon his hot streak with his 15th goal of the season. Their next matchup will be against Hobart tonight at 5 p.m. for their senior game, where, much like the Minutewomen, there will be a ceremony thereafter for their 19 seniors and 5th years. With program stalwarts like aforementioned Mike Tobin, Gabriel Prosick, and Matt Note, among many others being celebrated, Minutemen Lacrosse will truly be preparing to enter a new era. Finishing up with UMass baseball, the squad stands at an abysmal 8-25. But it is important to note that they are on a rare 2-game winning streak after taking down Hartford 9-2 and Siena 10-5 at home. Junior Nolan Tichy had one of his best performances against Siena, recording a career-high 2 home runs for 6 RBI. Their next matchup will be against St. Bonaventure in a weekend series that will start today at 10 a.m., will continue tomorrow at noon, and will conclude Sunday at noon. These games will all be away, though they will be available on ESPN3. Back to you, Nora.
I am Nora Tafiri, and thank you for tuning in to our final episode of the season. We'll see you again in the fall.